Okay, cool. Hey! Well, sorry, we're here. Oh, I need to change my mic back over. Hang on. There we are. Yeah, I mean, like we're basically putting this thing together. We're building the rocket ship while it flies. Yeah, it's a new week. We haven't seen each other since last Sunday. I have some very important news for you. You've already seen this, but the people haven't. Can I show the people the big news? Okay, this is my latest purchase, and I'm a huge fan of these. So occasionally I'll just be switching to the legs cam as needed. So premium, free. You don't even got to pay for it, dude. Okay, so we have a couple of things that I am familiar with this week, and some stuff that I'm not too sure if you are or not, because we didn't get too much of a chance to talk about some of the things. But I noticed one of the big ones, and we aren't going to jump to this until about halfway through, is Danny Elfman. What world is this?
Like solo like now metal shit. It's I had to bring it up for the fun on the stream.
Nice, nice, dude. Okay,
Yes.
so I am checking our audios. I think
Yeah.
everything's good to go. Yeah, man. So
All
we're
right.
here with another live show. It is 7:08. Sorry for being late as always, but the first thing up on our docket is Halloween now. So
Yes.
tell me a little
So
bit about this. I know the band very well. Obviously, it's
yes,
Halloween, right?
this is one of the ones that go straight after our hearts. This is a very very awesome release though that I'm been very excited to hear. Oh shoot, they couldn't hear me for a while. Okay,
Yeah.
well
No,
glad
I
that's
I
been
got you. I
taken
got
care
you.
of
I
now.
got you. I got you.
But
I got you, baby.
so Halloween, they're German legends of the whole speed metal, power metal era. They're back with their 16th album, and this did exactly what I was hoping they were going to do. Back in like 2016, 2017, they started doing a tour called the Pumpkins United,
Okay.
which is where Kai Hansen and Michael Kiske came back to the band. Kai being the founding member of Halloween, the original vocalist and guitarist,
Okay.
and essentially the man that pioneered the entire like German speed metal, power metal sound.
Right.
He's been in multiple bands. He's been widely influential. He's guested on like Blind Guardian songs too, like massive.
Yeah.
And Michael Kiske is there he's not the original vocalist, but he was the vocalist that took over as lead vocal duties when Michael stopped being like dedicated to doing vocals, and he was on the classic Halloween albums like The Keeper of the Seven Keys part 1 and 2.
Right.
And so they both came back and joined in with the rest of the band that was still that has been performing as Halloween for a long time, along with Andy Deers there, who has been the vocalist of Halloween since like 1993.
Yeah.
And the tour is just all of them on stage playing together again, like Michael doing his songs, Andy doing his songs, them trading off back and forth on vocals on like a lot of the big classics, even Michael singing, or not Michael, even Kai singing some stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And so they kept that tradition going with this new album where all of them are on the album.
Yeah, it's
So,
like the Power Rangers team up. It's all of the
you know,
OGs with yeah, man, that's cool. Integrated.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So across this album, you have Kai back in the band making it some of the like classic OG sounding Halloween riffage. And then you have all of this like trading and combined vocals between these three vocalists, all from different eras of Halloween, all doing things together. So
That's super
it
sick.
makes it mhm.
Because I saw a
It's
big push of this just like through the algorithm, and I knew Halloween, and I know that they've been around for a while, but I was wondering what the big deal of this was, and now it just makes sense, right? It's
mhm.
all of the Halloweens coming together. That's cool, man.
Exactly. And so I was always hoping they were going to do this, and I'm so glad that this is what it is. And so we got a very awesome album. If you love German power metal, like this, it's going to check all the boxes for you. You get lots of great guitar work, like awesome soaring vocals. It knocks it out of the park
Nice, dude.
everywhere.
Nice. This is Skyfall, and it looks like it's gonna be a whole thing. just because the very first frame has directed by Martin Hauser on it. Here we go.
Oh, it's a very, very cheesy video. And pause it real quick.
Yeah.
So it's a very cheesy video, and just to make it how like extra awesome it is, this song is like 12 minutes long and is like the closing track of the album.
Okay.
And it's all about like aliens in Area 51, and it's like really just over the top and like almost like a ridiculous prog song for being power metal.
Okay.
And there's even stuff like Kai randomly coming in singing about "Hey Little Alien" and like shit like that. So
I love it. I love it.
it's great.
Here we go. I mean, you can't start better than this.
I fell from the sky, so don't ask me why I'm feeling so
I love those graphics.
I was gonna say it reminded me of like them pulling assets from like Destroy All Humans and like Fallout and just like grabbing stuff off of GitHub and just like throwing it into this video.
Right.
They've got a guitar ship.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right. And that's original vocalist Michael.
Okay, so from what I'm gathering, they've reached late stage career peak DGAF, you know, just like we were at once a pioneering German power metal band, and we still are. So, but we also do not care.
Yeah. Like
it's-
we're just gonna have as much fun as possible with this shit.
Yeah, it seems like whenever you were telling me about them being like a fusion of Reunion, right? It's like multiple different people from multiple different eras of the bands coming together. It's like there's no bad blood. They're just kind of doing it for the hell of it. And then I see this video and I'm just like, dude, that yeah. I can't get over it.
Just this alien ship crashing. And you can tell they're out here to save the alien.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh my god. Dude, thank you for this. And the fact that it's even longer than this video is just perfect. It's perfect.
This is the single edit at 7 minutes and 21 seconds.
Oh my god. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Yes.
You've no matter what else happens in this show, thank you for this. Oh my god. Okay, let me just take a breath here.
All right. Do it.
Okay. Let me just
Oh God, Daniel,
all
your
right.
pants.
Let me just okay. All right, we're back. All right, next up. Just a quick buffer. Have you ever heard of this upcoming band, right? Fractal Universe.
No, I have not.
Okay. They're weird. They're mathy. I didn't look too much into them. I just listened to a little bit of what's actually coming out this coming Friday from them. And this is, I want to say their third album, maybe fourth. I'm not entirely sure. But the thing that struck me is I'm not usually big on math-heavy stuff. But this, like, kind of ticked the box, and I'm not entirely sure why. I can't put my finger on why I enjoy this. So, Symmetrical Masquerade, this is one of 3 songs that they have from the upcoming album. They're on Metal Blade, so, I mean, they're not small.
With you
And
saying mathy, I'm kind of surprised that Metal Blade has them. But
I
that's
mean,
cool.
that could be the wrong term, but
Yeah.
the extreme syncopation in some of these songs that I was listening to is, I can't call it anything else. So,
Yep.
yeah, man. Let's take a look at this. Is there anything else about Halloween that the people got to know before we move on? By the way, because
fantastic album. I kind of like covered everything.
Okay, sick.
Just jam it, and I hope we get Pumpkins United in the States at some point again.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, God, I didn't know how goofy they were, but I really want to go see them now. So anyway, here we go. This is Fractal Universe Symmetrical Masquerade. Speaking of animated music videos about aliens.
I am not getting any of the volume from it, and it's making it really hard with having not heard it at all.
No volume? You're not getting this?
I could as soon as it started, it like was very, very, very quiet.
Oh man.
Sorry
okay.
everyone, but can we run that back just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like
yeah.
I could not hear it, and if I'm trying to listen to it for the first time, it's hard.
Let me crank all gains, okay? Let me know if you hear this.
I heard like a boom and then it died, so I don't know if it's like pushing too far past.
That's not good. Okay. Entertain the people. I have an idea.
All right. Yeah. So if you liked that alien shit, I strongly recommend going watch the whole video because it gets even more ridiculous than what we had just seen in that video. I'm glad I got to see some of your reaction to that immediately, Daniel, because that's one of those videos that I feel like we would have watched at your house.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah,
on
man.
the couch otherwise.
Yes.
We have a habit of like showing each other the most ridiculous music videos we can find. And it's always kind of like a game of like who can out weird the other person when it comes to videos. And power metal never disappoints on that area.
I'm telling you. Especially that. Let me skip about halfway. Tell me if you hear this.
We're good.
Symmetrical basis of a lifelike masquerade. Yet flow from the point of dawn. Below our words say on this illusion we long for a horizon that's always meant to come. Upon the ridge of some cliffs I stare. Oh, what the cursing winds of big stars.
Okay.
All right.
First thoughts.
I like that a lot.
Right.
I would definitely put that more in just kind of like the proggy metal, kind of like technical death metal world was what I was picking up off it more than like the math core.
Right.
So that definitely makes a lot more sense upon hearing it why it was on Metal Blade, but very good. I loved how it was like right where we picked in, it was very like blast beaty and like technical noodly, and then it just dropped off into that like heavy piano piece and like brought in the like softer vocals and really kind of just added that extra dynamic range.
Yeah, man, they've got a lot of interesting juxtaposition going on.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that caught me was the immediate syncopation, like in all of the different parts of this song. Is just there's like a weird sort of departure from where you think all of these riffs are going, right?
Yeah.
It's just cool. Like it's fun to listen to. You don't know what's coming next. So yeah. Fractal
so
Universe.
this is dropping this Friday?
Yeah, coming out this Friday. They've already got 3 tracks from this upcoming album out, and again, they're not a new band. They're on Metal Blade. So I mean, if you're interested at all, you can listen to some of their old stuff, and I mean, everything that I've heard is pretty damn good. So
I'm definitely gonna go have to check this band out because they were honestly not on my radar at all, and this sounds very up my alley.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fractal Universe. I've got a second band for you. I'm actually doubling up my efforts this week, Kevin.
Oh my God, he's learning. He's become too powerful.
But before we get into that, I do want to play something else from you. Do we want to save Danny Elfman? What do you want to move to?
Let's go ahead and talk. Because it's probably a very good segue actually coming off of this Fractal Universe, let's jump into Illustrium. Or Illustrium, however you say their name.
Illustrium, Deliverance for the Damned.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't even heard of Unique Leader Records. Maybe I'm out of the loop on this one.
I'm not that surprised on that because Unique Leader is very, very much a death metal label.
Okay.
And they sign a lot of the crazier tech death bands. You're like I think Fallujah was on Unique Leader, Inanimate Existence, a lot of the really heavier, crazy guitar noodly tech death.
Right.
That's Unique Leader's bread and butter.
Okay.
And so usually when I see a band signed to Unique Leader, I know exactly what it's going to be. And I also know it's going to be good because they seem to have a very good track record.
Interesting. So quality, very specific, and just a focused record label. That's always interesting, man.
Yeah.
At
least the big bands from Unique Leader are all tech death. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They know what they like and they go for it.
Yeah.
But Illustrium.
Yep, and that's exactly what this is. This is the third album from them. This was my introduction to the band. I had not heard any of their stuff prior, but this, I would say, probably the best album.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the one I've listened to the most this week. That's going to be for the final one of our releases. But I would say this is probably the best album of the week as terms of quality purely.
Gotcha.
This is a very, very good, modern death metal, kind of tech death proggy. It kind of is in that same vein of before mentioned Fallujah, Inanimate Existence, kind of falls in the categories even with a Legion a little bit. Really, really up my alley. This has been a very solid release front to back. Lots of really cool riffs, lots of atmosphere, lots of proggy parts, just all very, very solid death metal.
Very sick.
Yeah.
Very
this
sick.
album has blown me away.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it, but I do have to point out one of the top comments. Finally, a music video set in an abandoned warehouse again. It's been too long.
It is the metal classic, man. Almost every video from 2005 to 2018 was all warehouses.
It's easy to get, it's symbolic, and it's rad as shit, okay? You do what you gotta do.
It's all you need.
All right, here we go.
Slap that shit.
I slapped. Love that logo. Yes. A nice, clean, good double bass. That's how you get it. No, one of the first things that stuck out to me was even in this video, you can always tell there's a strange caliber whenever it moves more from death to tech, whenever the guys look like they're all concentrating very hard.
Yeah, where it's this is so fucking hard to play that if I even try to get too into this, I'm screwed.
Right, you'll see them the next time they do a big sweep, and they're all paying very close attention to what they're doing. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah. Even when they're faking it for a music video, it's God, this is so hard.
I'm gonna skip ahead just a bit. This is a 6-minute track here.
Do it.
Ooh, the smoke machine.
Classic, the claw.
this is not a slam, but pretty much everybody in this band looks like they would be in your economics class. Like, I mean, they do not look like a band if you like were just to see them on the street. They look like dudes, just dudes.
Yep.
And I love the fact that the lead singer is so clean cut and just like, oh, hey, it's just a guy, right? Yeah, it's good.
And then he's just doing these brutal vocals, like
Super good, man. Yeah, very technical, very sick, very on the money too. And you know they got me with that double kick. That's good. Let's see here. We're gonna just skip ahead. Ah, yes. The acoustic break.
pain, emotion.
Oh, that's sick.
The shattered cymbal.
Yeah, man.
Give it that extra weird claspy sound.
Yeah, that's sick. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I've never seen that before. Cool.
Yeah, that you'll see that every now and then where people play with broken cymbals because it has just like such a unique sound to it.
Well, it's also just cool looking. So,
Yup.
Illustrium,
Yup.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
this appealed to me more than I was expecting it to. This is good. This is really damn good. Nice,
Yeah.
dude.
So yeah, that's kind of what you get with your unique leader. You get a lot of good shit like that. So I recommend checking out a lot of the bands on their label if it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, sick. Yeah, good to know. Like I learn something new every time we do this show. And
That's why
sometimes
I'm your expert.
sometimes it's nonsense, and I thought that this week was going to be a nonsense because we started with CGI aliens and German dudes in their 50s. But now I learned something actually valuable. So thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, speaking of learning stuff, I don't know if you've ever heard of this band or not, but this is my second. I just want to throw this out here because we're about to get into some ridiculousness on the final three. Unless you wanted to do one of your final three first.
Nah.
Okay, all right. This is Sweetacra?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, the thing is, every time I see it, it's capitalized in a strange way, so I'm not too sure what the pronunciation is supposed to be. Like, it's either all caps, all small, or it's capital S, capital A, capital A. So I'm thinking it's Sweetacra, but I'm not entirely sure.
Makes sense.
These guys, from what I remember, they are based out of Germany. They do a lot of folk stuff, weirdly Celtic stuff,
right.
with a lot of emphasis on actual instruments being thrown in there. So banjos, pipes, pretty much anything they can. It's folky. I want to say they started in the 90s, but I could be misremembering this. Anyway, they've got a new album coming out called Wolf Bite this coming weekend.
Yes.
So, yeah, I haven't listened to too much of them, but what I've heard is entirely that really cheesy, folky, not necessarily power, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all about that shit. I mean, like, Helveti is one of my favorites. So, I'm definitely down for some good folk.
It's similar. It's like if Helveti was led by Tommy Wiseau. That's kind of how this...
Well, now I'm even more interested. Let's go.
Okay. And since they're actually playing these parts, then they tend to like spend some time on it.
Like, we're rocking out. Oh yeah. I'm already sold.
Yep. Is it not good?
This is fantastic.
Have I
Oh
not
my
delivered
God.
unto you 2 offerings?
Done well, brother Daniel. You brought me good offering.
Yes. Yeah, no, I heard this, and anytime you want to make me like a band, like against my will, put a distant bagpipe in it.
Just any folk instrument start playing on top of the metal, and it's like,
What?
like
It's like mind control, dude. Even
Yep.
if it's terrible, if you have a real bagpipe somewhere in there, or even a fake
Yep.
bagpipe. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever heard.
bagpipe samples.
Yeah. What was that band? God, I'm gonna look this up while we're watching this for a little bit longer. But there's a really, really cheesy band that I've heard from like the '80s that I absolutely love, and they would try to do this, but with like a MIDI, and I still loved it. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit.
Do it. I love that it's all like samurai in the video.
Why did you abandon me?
Yeah, it's very like For Honor, like a bunch of just mashed together different things going on. But it's sick.
Excellent.
I even love this art, dude. It's cool.
Excellent.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Sweet
love it.
Acra.
I'm gonna have to jam on more of that. That is very much so up the alley.
It's very fun, man. Now, strange lead in, but perhaps the most fitting. Tell me exactly what the hell is going on here.
So I had no idea about this, and I just saw it on Metal Injection and was like, wait, what the fuck? So so Danny Elfman
Yeah.
of music and TV fame for doing all these crazy, ridiculous soundtracks. I mean,
Right.
a lot of good soundtracks too. Like, you know, not to take away anything from Danny Elfman, he has done a lot of really good scores over his day, but he's also done a lot of really weird ones too. And well, you know, he also was the main man of a band, Oingo Boingo, and so he's also been on the music side as well.
Right.
And or like, you know, the more traditional music away from like film and or TV shows.
Right.
And turns out he does his own solo stuff too.
Right.
So he came out with this album called Big Mess, which is his second solo album now, and it is like a weirdly like way out there kind of proggy metal album, almost in like the veins where it could be like a fucking Devin Townsend album.
Oh,
Like,
wow. Okay.
yeah,
because I knew that he
and-
was in Oingo Boingo, and they were kind of weird as it was.
Yeah.
So I knew that he had like a different side, but I had no idea to expect this.
Yeah, so he does the guitars, the vocals, and the synthesizers on this, and he also worked with some like other famous musicians like Josh Freese as one example, and he made this album, and it's a trip. I mean, it's weird to hear metal from like, you know, the guy who did the theme of The Simpsons, but like
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
so
Well-
it's just weird to listen to, and it's wild.
Nice.
Oh, I sent you the full. Well, that's fine. Sorry's the first track. Sorry was
Oh,
what
okay.
I meant to pull up.
Okay.
But
Cool.
but yeah, it's something else.
All right. I'm just going to go ahead and slap it because I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely compelling. It's like I'm trying to figure out where it's going and what it's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you hear that it's Danny Elfman, you're like, what? Yeah.
Yep. And he does actually start singing in the song too. So like if you skip ahead a little, you'll hear where he's actually like doing vocals too. It's a trip.
Okay, the masterpiece of this song is not necessarily the music; it's the dynamics play that's going on. Like this is probably the most stereo piece of headset that I have like in my
Yeah.
possession, and it's like
Yeah.
coming from all over the damn place.
It's
It's
just
really
bouncing
really
everywhere.
fun to
Yeah.
listen to. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
And it probably helps with him being, like a famous, like score writer.
Right.
So he can really capture that kind of stuff.
yeah, he knows what he's doing, man. This
Yeah.
is crazy,
Right?
dude.
Like it's a fucking trip, dude.
Nice. It's and the album's kind of long too, an hour and 12.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a listen to this whenever I'm in the mood to like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man,
It's
explore
a-
my mind.
Yeah. It's definitely a weird one. I didn't get through the whole album on my first listen because after a while it was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to keep listening to this right now, but like I just had to bring it up because of how ridiculous it is.
Dude, that's
Like,
crazy. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, Danny, good on you, man. Oingo
Yep.
boingo, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so you specifically for this next one, this is Hacktivist Planet Zero. You told me not to look at anything Hacktivist
Yeah.
related at
Yeah.
all, so I didn't.
I wanted your 100% fresh reaction as I divulge this, because especially based on like some of the comments you made last week
Mhm.
and over the like recent times, I think this is going to like hit you in the absolute like perfect spot in every way.
Okay.
So this is the second.
I certainly hope so.
Uh-huh.
Hit every spot in the perfect way. Okay, sorry, that was
Hey, I can't. I gotta save something for Sally.
gross. All right, so
But so this is the second album by Hacktivist. It's been a while since they've dropped an album, enough to the point that I thought that they weren't a band anymore. And so I was very, very excited to learn that this existed or that this was coming out, because ever since we started this podcast, I kept always thinking like, man, I really wish we could cover Hacktivist. Like I wish, they had stuff released more recently. And so then this finally hit this. So Hacktivist is a British band.
okay,
They are a UK rap with gent.
nice. Okay, so before you go any further, this
Yep.
is a long-standing tradition with bands like Pendulum and the Chemists, but they are less gent and more
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
just drum and
Yeah.
bass plus rock. So I'm interested in
Mhm.
this already.
Yeah. Very heavy UK rap with gent, and they've been doing the gent thing since it was like pretty fresh. And I always thought they were one of the more unique bands with it because of the fact that it was, this like more traditional UK rap with this all thrown underneath as the backbone on it.
Nice.
So with how much you've been talking, with how much you love gent, and with I know how much you love UK rap, I was like,
Yes.
oh, this is gonna check every box for Daniel.
Yes. I'm already looking forward to it. Do you know the Chemists? I know I've shown you Pendulum back in the day, but okay. It's heavy while also being just ridiculous. It's more drum and bass influenced, which is like more of a techno genre, like more of
Yeah.
a dance genre, I should say, than it is anything else. But it is still like on the heavier end of that.
Yeah.
I highly recommend checking out the Chemists with the Q
Will do.
if you are interested after listening to this. So
Sounds good.
here we go. Okay. Music is sick. This weird time warp effect that they're doing is sick. Yeah. They're doing this in a Mortal Kombat level. It's sick. This is all sick. Thank you. Thank
Hell
you
yeah,
for
bud.
this.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Dude, yeah, I've already listened to this whole album like 6 times, and it just came out like Friday.
Oh wow.
Because like as soon as I saw New Hacktivist, I was like, oh hell yeah, and I've just been like just jamming it nonstop because it is really awesome. I've been waiting for new stuff from them, and as you can hear, it's just
Nice,
good
dude.
shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very much up my alley. You know me too well, and I'm starting to get your sort of things that you're liking too. It's as soon our musical tastes will be one, and we'll both be listening to Carly Rae Jepsen. So
that is the final form.
Real quick before we get to Ginger, and since we're live, I just want to pull these guys up.
Do it.
Oh shit.
So yeah, Hacktivist out on Unified. Give it a good jam. They are sick.
Nice. I am going to put on the Chemists because they are very similar, and I think that you would like them, even though they are not new at all.
Yeah.
I won't do New Design. I'll do Lost Weekend. That's a good one. Speaking of which, yeah, how was Father's Day in the ATX? Pretty good.
Oh, dude, it was good. Yeah, we took my dad up to Jester King, which, oh my God, that is an awesome, awesome place. Like, I'd always loved their beer, but going to their brewery and just seeing that like massive property they had and just like beautiful setting, like everything was sick. I really want to go walk the trails next time. Like,
yeah, dude,
it seems dope.
Next
So,
time you're up, we'll go. Did you see the
I'm
goats?
down. No, we didn't get up. We pretty much just stayed in the main area the whole time.
Yeah.
Because one, it was very hot, and two, with fresh ink, I didn't want to be out walking around too much in like the sunlight. So we kind of stayed under like the covered area the whole time. But
yeah, man. Yeah.
So it was dope.
Well, glad you still had fun though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap this real quick.
Do it.
So you see what I'm saying? It's like heavier
definitely.
EDM, but in that same sort of like tradition, you know?
Mm-hmm. I definitely vibe.
Yeah, man. If you're ever in the mood to club but also beat somebody up, that's the thing to listen to. So
that's where the jams are truly at.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So we are at the end of the run as far as things that we had planned to listen to, and I already know it's gonna be good because it's Ginger.
Yeah. So podcast favorite here, Ginger. They just dropped last Friday their first single for their new album, Wallflowers, coming out on, again, the absolute staple podcast favorite, Napalm Records. Massive shout out, sponsor us already.
Give me your sponsorship blessing, Napalm Daddy.
Please.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is dropping August 22nd. The pre-orders went up today. So if you're looking to snag yourself a snazzy vinyl or new Ginger merch, go check it out.
Very nice.
And this song is already off to a fantastic start. It kind of showcases everything Ginger. It starts off on like the more kind of like softer, kind of like proggy jazzy stuff, and builds up into the like, really heavier side of Ginger, complete with like some of the most brutal screams I've heard Tatiana do yet. And there's even like a sick breakdowny moment at the end. So like they really flex all of their musical muscles on this track. It was a very, very good song to lead on.
Very cool. Looking forward to it, man. Here we go. Ginger, Vortex.
Let's smash
you
it.
already know.
For those of you who have not listened to Ginger yet, you fucked up.
You're going to learn today.
Yeah.
Like a lunatic, frantic. The man in the room looks so drunk.
I feel like it really just showcases how good of musicians they are.
mean, you know, they're playing in a penthouse. It's great. They're dressed like smooth jazz musicians.
Right. Except for, as always, he just wears a fucking t-shirt, no matter what.
I'm interested in how smooth this is so far.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not aggressive at all. But it's a well constructed track.
Yeah.
You know, smooth.
Yeah, I mean they've always had some songs that have more like chill interlude parts like that. I mean, like, you know, Pisces is a good example. You'd think it's a jazz song until the chorus hits.
Right.
It's almost like a jazzy pop song, and I think this one's kind of like continuing that tradition, although it's literally about to start getting heavier right after where you paused it.
Okay,
So
all right. Okay, yeah. Dude, the shift in camo work too, like that's really cool. That's really
just
cool.
that like rotating, panning, just
Yeah, dude, it's sick.
you know,
Ginger,
matching the aggression.
as always, super
Yeah.
sick. You
Yeah.
said that they're coming through soon, right?
They are going to be in San Antonio in December. I can't remember if there's a separate Austin date. Let me check right now. But yeah, it was actually like one of the first tours announced. Ginger with fucking Suicide Silence opening. So that's going to be
Wow.
awesome getting both those bands together. And let me see. So no Austin date. So get a ticket for San Antonio on December 8th at the Aztec Theater. Come join me. I've already got my ticket. So
The Aztec, you say? That's a
Yeah,
place I've
boy.
never been.
not my favorite concert venue,
Mhm.
because it's not really designed for like rock shows so much, because in where like where the normal general admission is, it's got this weird thing where there's like a bunch of tiered floor sections that kind of
Okay.
go up, but each of them are only like 15 to 20 feet in width
Mhm.
or in length, and then they're like, you know, spanning the entire thing of the stage, so you have to be like, you're kind of like packed into these little like
Yeah.
rows,
Like
and it's
like bleachers almost.
not even, because they're just like concrete sections that I guess maybe they would normally like stack some chairs in or do something like that, because maybe they have bleachers that they pull out in each of those sections for, I don't know, I've only ever been there for rock concerts,
Weird.
but like it's kind of weird. It's a weird setup, but
Show's
I
gonna
mean,
be
I'm
cool,
just I'm gonna be stoked about seeing. I've been wanting to see Ginger live for like 4 years, and it's never happened. The first time I was supposed to see him was when they were going to open for Cradle of Filth, and there were visa issues that happened, and they missed the Texas date, so I missed them then. And then like the last time they came through, I think I had something work related. I'm just like, I've been trying to see them so bad, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm really stoked to finally get to see Ginger.
It's like me with Bruce Campbell.
Yep. The man, the myth, the legend.
I know. Every time he's around, some other nonsense happens, and I can't be like, "Yo, your chin inspired me into greatness for the rest of my life."
That mighty chin, it's groovy.
It's groovy. All right, man. Good show. I am glad that I can give you 2 quality things instead of one
Dude.
maybe quality thing this
Yeah.
week. But
Those were both fantastic.
I feel like across the board we had some good stuff, you know? Danny Elfman included. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Weird shout out.
Yeah, man. Shout out Oingo Boingo. All right, dude.
All right, bud.
As always, thank you guys for tuning in, whether you're live or watching later. Let us know if this is working because, it's constantly a thing that we're fixing and tuning up. So if there's any way to make it easier for you guys to watch, listen, tune in, let us know by any means.
Exactly. We're always open to feedback. We want to make it the best experience for y'all. So just hit us up anytime.
Yeah, man. I mean, hell, if we need to take this thing to Twitch or Facebook or something, we'll do that, So we're just doing this because, number one, it's what has been working so far. Number two, it's fun. So, yeah, man. Cool.
Exactly.
Kev, I'll see you
Appreciate y'all as always.
Yeah, I'll see you next week, brother. Let's talk a little bit more whenever I turn off the stream here. I've got a couple of things to run by you.
Excellent.
All right, man.
All right, y'all.